Today, Beijing Financial Street has become the embodiment of the country's modernization and reform and opening up policy. Yang Shengxi, CGTN, Beijing.
And now to better understand the latest developments in China's financial sector, joining us now is Liu Zhiqin, Senior Research Fellow at the Chongyang Institute of Finance of Renmin University of China. Thank you for your time, Mr. Liu. So no changes to the LPR for the third straight month. What's your takeaway?
I should say that the LPR rate has not been changed in 3 months. This is a very necessary, important signal to the global market. I think we have 3 reasons. First reason is that the inflation rate in China is very stable, very moderate. There is no need to have extra accelerating measures to boost the economy. So the LPR should be remained as the same as stable. This is a very important effect. The second is that we see that the U.S. Fed still has slowed down its interest hike. That gives more space, more room for some major countries, including China, to have more monetary policy regulation. So this is also another positive signal. And the third reason is that China's financial liquidity is adequate for the market demand. So that's all the 3 factors made the decision that the LPR remain unchanged. That is the best solution.
And Ms. Liu, China rolls out a new financial reform pilot program in Shanghai, Nanjing, Hangzhou, and several other cities today to facilitate bond financing. What's the significance and challenges of this pilot project?
We should say that China has tried also for several years to boost and to support the bond financing in the market. But we're still waiting for some good experiences. Nowadays, I think the PBOC has issued some regulation to boost, to support the bond financing and the refinancing because of two, three reasons. One is that in order to lower down the financing cost from the second international market or domestic market for the companies who are in urgent need of developing budget. And the second is also to increase the autonomy and also the self-reliance capability of the companies, that they should not always rely on the other supply or creditors. So they can raise money, raise funds by themselves by issuing the bonds. And the third reason is quite important, that in order to diversify the channel for raise money and raise funds, not only from the banking loan or also from the second financial facilities. So in this way that we can diversify this risky and the pressure placed on the companies involved.
And there's still a lot of potential to explore in the bond financing sector. And Ms. Liu, let's turn to the Beijing Financial Street Forum, which kicks off today. It aims to discuss China's financial industry development in the face of multiple challenges. What are your thoughts on how the financial industry can achieve high-quality development and contribute to economic recovery?
We should say if we want to have a high-quality economic development, we have to say that we should have a high-quality financing reform. We need a high-quality financing reform. Of course, we need regulators and regulations in the institution. That's why we built up the financial street. That compared to the Wall Street in the United States, the financial street played an even more positive and effective role in China's development and modernization. Especially when we are talking the high quality of financing reform in China, we have to say that several years before we proposed that we should learn and grasp the nature of the Xi Jinping's financial thought, because his thought is concentrated on whom to service and for what reason. So that's why the people are centered. This is the major point of the Xi Jinping's thought on financing reform. So we have to serve the people, serve the country, serve the modernization. In this way, we can avoid many manipulations. We can avoid some risks that are imposed by the global uncertainties. So the high quality of financing reform should be strengthened and further forward to support China's economic development in a stable, sustainable, healthy way.
Indeed. Well, thank you very much for sharing with us. And that was Liu Zhiqin, Senior Research Fellow of Chongyang Institute of Finance at the Renmin University of China. Well, Chinese banks are doing their bit to help China